Hey everybody, it's Risley. Today we're playing Super Auto Pets. Let's give it a go. The background is a beach, which is a lot cooler than that previous thing. Magpies are nothing. Whoa, there's actually water sounds happening. I feel like the only background sound I've ever heard on any of the backgrounds is birds chirping on the default one, and I've never noticed a background for anyone else. There's actual, like, water stuff happening. You do things, Mr. Bulldog. He is not a bad unit. He feels weird. And technically he could increase his own attack if you really went hard on his health, but I don't think there's anything here that's specifically just gaining health. Will be some legendary feed. I don't know what kind of legends a feed could be making. Maybe just being so gosh darn smexy. Yeah, let's go. What kind of hat did they have? I didn't even look. Was it a sun hat for the beach? I knew it. We're not really suited for the beach. We're kind of wearing like an Undertaker's thing. Kind of depressing for the situation we're in right now. I was gonna say we could do this instead. How much of a difference would it make? Very minimal. However, it would have broken our artistic symmetry. And we are nothing if not artistes. We are nothing if not... That's a lot of bulldogs. How about... Yeah, okay. Those things only are cool if they can get more health. And they didn't. And now I'm a winner. And suddenly they never thought it could be done. I could. You're saying I could, and I say, well, yes, that's true. In fact, I would. I could and I would. I would like a spider that, yes. Better than you. Better than mama. Okay, here you go. I could give somebody meat. I could also double stack. Bison is still in the picture. It is still in the weekly. It's not even Sunday, which means it's not even the day before the switch of the weekly. It's 2 days before the weekly. So don't even think about the concept of things not being here anymore. There's too much orange over there. How about a sudden ox? Did that tickle your fancy? Did it do anything? I'm not so certain. But a bee on our hedgehog could be the hottest squad. My problem with bats is that every time I buy a bat, I forget, and then I also get a raccoon, and then I look silly. So silly. You can leave. I don't even care that you're half leveled. We're gonna do bat. We're not gonna buy a raccoon. They really should separate the tiers on those because they're very conflicting and it's hard to not take both. Because they're two of the best, honestly, in terms of tier 2s. A bat, endgame worthy. A raccoon, lame, and then kind of awesome if you're able to commit to it hard enough. And sometimes I try. And most of the time it doesn't work out, but when it does, it makes me feel validated enough to do it again. In a very short period of time. Hey, weakness my ass. If only I had the bee. If only this honey badger was a badger and also had a bee. Stats? Would I take a giraffe? I would like to roll and get one marmoset, please. A marmoset, please. Thank you. And I will roll once more? Okay. Yes. But how? 2 guys, I could get rid of the hedgehog and the spider to get scaling up 1 turn faster. I have 5 health. We could spare it. I could say, who needs health when you have pure raw stats? I could say that. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna be risky today. Honestly, because if I'm hoping we get a marmoset next turn within a very small amount of time so we can level to level 3, do the bison chance, not get a bison, feel sad, have a little bit of like a meltdown about the fact that my plans never work out, followed immediately by an upheaval in which I reevaluate my life and what I want to do. I gain new confidence, and then I get some real stuff like a penguin. A penguin is a lot more real than the things I was going for. Hey, who wants to get kicked? Who wants to get kicked? You missed feet? Oh, I'm so sorry you missed it. Yeah, it was like for 0.5 seconds I flashed like 16,000 photos of feet on the screen. The audience loved it. There was an uproar. It was crazy. You really had to be there. Who is gonna get kicked though? Like, I guess a spider is not as good as a hedgehog. This guy is better than you guys, but honestly, please, a marmoset. No! Okay, fine. We're ditching that concept. We're doing this. Everyone hold your horses, we're doing something amazing. No, why did I sell that? I don't want you. Okay. Just don't even worry about it. We essentially have like a 2-2 unit on the team from the stats the penguin supplied us, so we're basically not 4-squatted, if you don't think about it. And we still drew. If I had bought a bee, things would have happened. Tragedy. It befalls us all. I could run 2 hedgehogs. Feel a little silly about it. A bee. I should have bought that. We're not going to run a dragonfly and a penguin. I could see how some people would. I could also see how these things are actually polar opposites. They hate each other. Usually you either say, I have 1 of each dragonfly, or 2 of one, and then you get this guy, and it's like one or the other situation going on. I could do this. It's not a bee, but it is murder. And what is a bee but one small murder? Well, it's actually the lack of murder. It's like the presence of someone who survives past a war. It's like an orphan child, the bee. Ow. Did you all die? Couldn't even survive your own gosh darn attack, you silly squad. You can have a penguin. You can be a penguin with a grape, actually. We're not doing that again. I did that mostly because I already felt like we were committed to death. But now that we're not completely committed to death, I feel like we could do something else, like another bat. Maybe a falcon to replace the kangaroo? This game looks like it would make a good TCG. Oh, I'm horrible with acronyms. Bacon just gives 2 attack. It's like a baby, it's a baby attack statage. Hey Falcon, how about get wrecked? Kind of rude of you to smack me? Oh, it's okay. Well, at least he's getting through more people than I expected. You're gonna get wrecked by that bat, and then everyone else is gonna get hot wrecked by this deer. Whoa! Trading card game. This game looks like it could make a good trading card game. I guess. It looks pretty simple. There are a lot of board games that seem like they're— I'm gonna turn the background audio down. The sound of this ocean is, like, really annoying. Hey, stop. We're not underwater. We don't need this. What was I saying? Oh, a lot of board games like Sushi Party Go and stuff like that have really cutesy art styles. I feel like they work pretty well. You know what I would commit to? A macaque. Yeah, because my team is like hot garbage. Goodbye. Yes. And yes. And also yes. But have you considered no? I know it's kind of hard to think about sometimes. I want to get rid of you and put this man out there. The problem is I don't have— Well? Okay, I was gonna say, it would be a waste of the penguin stats, because if he's gone, only 1 guy is getting your stats. Now he's here, so you could go any day now. If you happen to have been a level 3, I would have done it immediately. So you're lucky you're such a weak, scrawny baby, or I would have had to kick you from the team. You would have freaked out everyone else on the new team, and this guy's way better, and he probably should be further ahead. Okay, get smacked, get schmaked, get smoked. The fact that we got this guy to level 2 so early is actually kind of insane. Are you better? 1, 2, 5. Okay, technically, but you're not sticking around. Better than him, though. Better than him, though. Well? Friend summoned. Ooh, tragedy strikes me again. We're not doing summons. In fact, I rarely do, although we kind of have an idle summon. If it was a card game, you could have better control of the animals you draw. Would you have better control, or would you just have a deck that was also random? I guess technically speaking, you could— some card games do allow you to, like, proctor your deck. Proctor, is that the word you would use? Where you just get to choose a certain one. Like Smash Up, the game of the century Smash Up, is game of the best card game ever. You at least get to choose 2, although when me and my family play, we always just kind of randomize it because I think it's funner, although there are certain decks that are not allowed. Zombies can suck my ass and get out of the whole Smash Up concept. I hate them as a principle. Yes. We could buy so. We could also buy— Stop! And then do what? Put him out there? I guess he'll— we have a lot of tier 5s. You could build a deck with synergetic animals and food. Valid food! The entire game, not just the animals. I was thinking mostly in the artistic sense. If you come out here, nobody gets anything. Well, yes, okay, fine. You convinced me. Get out of here. And I would really like to be able to use this chocolate. Apparently we're gonna get a level 3 U before anything else. Would I immediately replace you with this deer? Well, at the very least, the deer actually will get stats. Also, at the very least, the deer has currently no stats, so him gaining stats is going to have very minimal effect. But we don't think that far into the future. Do you not understand the principle of big deer? That's a big spider, kinda scary. Ooh. Hey? And then a little bit more. Gotta love that 4. What? No! That was the first win we were ever gonna have in our whole life. How about get bot, son? How about also get bot, son? I could level 3 somebody, but I also can't. Well, I could, but I can't. What? What are the chances? Now we have to make this very difficult decision. I love the deer, I love a bus, I think they're aesthetic and beautiful. However, you could make the argument that they are kind of stinky, especially when they have literally nothing going on with them. I probably should replace it with someone who does something, such as a boar. So I'll think about it. Plus, it will get the stats. It'd be cool if the poodle was a bit stronger. It's giving out very minimal. And we're getting so far in the game, I feel like the weakness! The macaw's worst enemy. The inheriting of weakness. Just because that little monkey felt like he was too afraid of the enemy team, his spawned orangutan also had to be afraid of life. Get out of here. We could do a crocodile instead. Is a crocodile superior? Well, it wouldn't get the stats. That's correct, it wouldn't get the stats, if you say it that way. Yes and yes. And you can be here. Second place is fine. You're always going to be first in my heart, so don't feel bad about the fact that you're behind the boar. I did not order you in terms of favoritism. I ordered you in terms of I'm kind of cool with the boar dying or being cool, you know, whatever he wants to do. He's going to be cool today? Nope, he's going to die. Well, too many expectations. No! Yes! I was going to say that chili ruined it for me. And yet, we persevere. Yes? No? I'll keep this for, well, do you like this more or that more? You can have this, and you can get leveled. Another Sabertooth. I can't help but notice, game, you keep giving me those, despite the fact that I never use them. Persevere! Hey! I find it so funny when you're able to either get rid of that man's coconut armor or replace it. I had like 2 raccoon runs in recent history in which I went against like 3 Doberman and stole his coconut every time, and it happens to be perfectly set so that the raccoon goes up against him, but it's so nice when it happens. Does anyone want to be alive again? I don't think so. 2, 5, 6. You're still technically better than a penguin, so there's no reason to re-pivot back to that. So I guess we're good. Honestly, I think that the team is set. This team is either going to live, or it'll die in horrible shame, and I will forget it for all of time. Does anyone want to be alive? No. Wow. Well, I can't argue. No, my pepper, you dingle. No, my lemon, you dingle. That's too many of the things that I own. I liked all those things. That's a big goat. Not a big enough dog, though. 7 wins. 7 wins. I could level you. I don't want to buy a bacon, although I guess technically it's fine, because we have minimal else going on. Do you want lemons more than you want peppers? This keeps you alive once. Are we at the point in which you, with 19 health, can just live on your own? Plus a little bit more? I don't know. I'm gonna skip it. We'll find another lemon. The lemon's gonna come back around. We don't have to be dramatic about it. There's plenty of lemons in the world. When they say when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, what they're basically saying is life has so many goddamn lemons. They're throwing them at people, nobody wants them, the first person to do anything with them, honestly, it's like applaud that man, because something's happening there. There's actually a lemon shortage, please be considerate. How about check your trees, my guy? You can grow them fresh and amazingly. Simply put in the work, simply pull up your bootstraps, grease your fingers with the fluids of hard work or whatever. I would like you to level more than I like the poodle to level, and I will also give you a steak. And because this exists, happy birthday. It's better than meat, because meat is literally as if I gave you, like, less than 2 bacons, and that's nothing. Ooh, spicy team. I do have the stats to survive it, but it is spicy. But how about the weakness I gave you? Is that gonna mess up your squad goals a little bit? Why don't you simply choose to be born to parents who own a lemon farm? Oh, that's even going a little far, you know? How about you simply choose to be born as a child who knows how to grow a lemon tree? That's what you gotta take it into your own hands. You can't rely on your parents. You can't rely on a small loan of 15 orchards of lemon trees from your parents. You have to plant your own tree. You have to sprout into a beautiful butterfly. You could get some more meat. I feel like I'm spoiling you a little bit at this point, but no one else appears to be hungry. The poodle's fancy and small. She doesn't even want to get bigger, though. She's like, I'm pretty good with who I am. Or, on the other hand, his tucks can always get longer. Hey, now. Hey, well, I still killed it. Oh, ow. You were spicy. Ooh. Some stats were certainly happening over there. I can't get anything else here. Everyone's maxed out. We're just getting stats. So the problem being, of course, we're not getting any better. Should I just put this on you? What are you spawning? A 36-36? They're not dying in one turn anyway, right? That was a beefy ass team, you're right. The macaw, is this better with a green onion or a lemon? I was feeling like the orangutan has decent stats, right? So like a lemon could get used more than once. Everyone else has a pepper. If we're gonna put a pepper on you, we're gonna be so samey, I'm gonna skip it. And you can still have stats. And I guess I just want another meat or an avocado. I'll invest in the future. I technically have 2 lives. So the future still exists. Whether or not this team is super stacked, gosh darn bisons. You love them when they're in the pack, you hate them when they're in the pack because they totally mess up all the other squads. A level 3 bus. We are on the final countdown, and we've lost multiple in a row. That's the tragedy that is Super Auto Pets. Once you start losing, it seems like it never ends. Is that going to be helpful for us? Plus 12, plus 6? Well, you're basically going to be max. This will make you even more max. Will it literally max you? I'd prefer to give it to someone else in that case, though. You can have this. And that's it. Alright, sending it. We're sending it. This is going to be almost a max boar against what I can only assume is another bison team. Ow. That's kind of a lot of snipes. Ooh, weakness is shared. Kind of wish it wasn't. Hey, no. Well, no. Well. A poodle versus 2 buses, not grand. I like how this little empty space is shaped like a turtle. Cute. Original. Would you have thought it? I would have just put probably a big graveyard with a like your horrible parent sign written on it so that you felt bad about the fact that you didn't even fill your team. My streamer got skill issued. Man, I got no skills to begin with. Do streamers have to have skills? Why don't you tell me? Twitch should have that as a banner on the top of the thing so that I don't start doing stuff without the skills to back it up. How did the enemy summon so many buttons? Pterodactyl, I believe is what it's called, allows you to trigger faint triggers multiple times, such as bus. I should do that sometime. I feel like the pterodactyl sounds amazing, but I never have any people, like I'm never running a summon squad by the time I get to the end and also see it. Like it's also part of the weekly. To be fair, I don't love summon squads all that much. They're definitely super strong. I just think that big stat is more fun to look at. Fatherly fellas. A bunch of little fellas who, despite the fact that they're only like 12, seem quite fatherly. Like that kid who saw his little brother like having a thing in his mouth, so he instantly dropped his hula hoop and went with the most serious expression to shove his finger down his brother's throat, to claw it out of there like the grown adult man he was. It was kind of fatherly. I refuse to buy 2 horses, even if they're wearing pilgrim hats. What am I talking about? That's a good question. What am I ever talking about? There's a video that went viral of like a little boy playing next to his like even younger brother. So he's like 5 and his brother's like 2. And his little brother had like a hard plastic thing in his mouth. So the older brother like was having fun smiling, then looked at his brother, noticed he had it in there, and then like went completely dead-faced and like clawed it out of his mouth and showed his mom. And everyone is all reacting to the video being like, whoa, that's crazy. He's so mature for his age. He noticed that his tiny brother had a thing in his mouth that he could choke on, and he immediately knew what to do despite the fact that he himself is like a baby. It was crazy. I have no idea what search terms could possibly pull up the video I'm talking about, but it is searchable. I will be cool with 4-squatted. That's the fun part about the beginning of the game, is that 4-squatted is actually valid if the stats back you up. That's a lot of stats on the enemy team. Am I being backed up? Ow, okay. If that hadn't gone down, we would have been kind of close to actually getting that to work. More otters. Well, if you insist. I guess everyone's getting some stats. I'll take a rabbit and also more stats. Yay for us. I will not be searching that. Well, I can't blame you. I, for one, don't really love searching things anyway. I either trust what the person says, or I just am wrong. Golden poops? How about pilgrim hats? You ever thought about pilgrim hats? Golden poops? Golden poops are so overrated. I say to myself, who's currently on random, so at any given point I could have a golden poop because I don't get to choose when things are. Where were the parents? If I rolled should not be need. Yeah, the parent was right behind them. I think it was like a split-second thing. The kid technically wasn't actively choking. He just could have started choking, so it was kind of like, like she just didn't notice. She was like filming them all playing hula hoops or something. I think crap can happen. Crap happens in a short period of time. Such as 2 horses and sheep. Not impressed. Boom. Did we get a life back? We haven't. We've died, right? We don't actually have a natural 5 health. Have we only drawn up until this point? Stop. Nobody likes you. Please get out of my face. Another level 3? No, that was the chance for the bison. You got a life back. Ooh, that's not what you're supposed to say, you silly. You're supposed to say, no, you're perfect. Missed an opportunity to get bonus points, which would result in nothing. Welcome to the stream where the points don't matter and everything's made up. I said that in the wrong direction. Well, I could buy a unit. That's a good point. Instead of sitting here talking, I could buy a unit. I recently had a run. Crap, what happened? This guy copies feint abilities. I had a hedgehog at the back. He copied the feint ability of my hedgehog and killed his own team. So their team would have won, but then he killed them using my own ability, and then I got a draw. So that was pretty funny. I have to buy one of you, or I could just buy some meat. Honestly, I think the stats are pretty hot. You can have some meat. Ignoring. 4 squad for life. If llamas were in the pack, I would maybe run one. I would put a maybe on there because I'm not actually that committed to the concept. Hey, hedgehogs in the front. Pretty popular this week. I didn't think that that was really, like, I think it's fun. It's a cool concept. I didn't think it actually worked that often. More people are at least trying it out than I expect. A deer. I accept. And you may have... Nope, you already... I just bought you a thing. Feels kind of bad to give you an eggplant. I could do this. I've got a team full of statty boys who have no reason to be alive. If I could slowly start unraveling, I would have even less stats. One could say that would be dangerous. One could say that's not in my best judgment, not in my best interest even. A pair for... I don't want any of you people to be alive right now. Y'all get out. I could do this. But who's gonna stay? You? Like, I can't. The deer, your stats don't matter. I guess I'll do this. You can also hear again. I guess we're committed to this. What did I do? You didn't do nothing. Did I say something? I don't remember what I said. I could have a B. I could also roll. Yes? No. Give me a bison. I accept a bison next turn. If you give me a bison next turn, we will commit to it. If you don't give me a bison next turn, life continues, but I will be a little bit more salty for the rest of time. You said that I hate you all? Oh, did I? No, I was talking to the animals, silly. Silly biscuits. Hot. Wait, you... What? Did they just honey their own bus? Non-committed. I didn't see that. Was anyone actually watching? I assume not. Super Auto Pets definitely seems like the kind of the kind of game where you kind of hear it, and I don't know how much people view it. Yes! Yes! And we got all the gold back, so we actually get to do things this turn as well. How about this? Whoa! Look at all the things we suddenly have going on at the same time. Yes, okay, we've gotten rid of all of our stats in the name of these things. I guess? If you insist. Wizzy would run a meat deck if it was a meat deck fully of just like hams. The meat actually sucks, but I just think that it's better than like baby scales. Oh, and meat in real life is a jam though. I guess vegetarians don't like it. Vegans. Easily disputable fact. Who doesn't like it? Well, I guess all that entire group of people whose whole personality is the fact that they don't like the thing. I guess also them. Levels. I could get you closer, but I think honestly it's easier to do this. And now that I'm here, actually, goodbye. Sorry, I kind of convinced that rabbit that I was gonna do something there, and then very swiftly took that away. 4, 1, 5, 4. Well, 3 people. 3 people would get a poodle buff off that. That might be enough to switch it out for the penguin. In fact, it's literally in every way going to be better, so I see no reason why we wouldn't switch it out, which is crazy, because doesn't the penguin feel like it's supposed to be better than the poodle? The poodle is tier 5. Did the poodle used to be tier 4? I swear that was easier at one point. Wait, what? You can't beat me. Is this the beginning of the descent from a wizard? A wizard is what's going to cause our downfall? I would like this deer to please get hyped so that I can ditch this guy. He's kind of wrecking my style. This is more important, but I will keep you for next time. And yes, I gotta say, I just feel like the macaw is so good that every time I see one, my heart is like, yes, we finally victored. And I'm like, we can't take it every time. Especially when we're already committed to like random other stuff. Whoa, some stats on that team. That's fine. Oh, we didn't even get to use this thing. Would you ever play Roar 2, or would you mainly play these slower paced games? Please define Roar 2. I continue to not understand acronyms. Is this a slower paced game? I mean, in terms of making decisions, it could be. But there's a little bit of speed going on. Pachow. Risk of Rain 2. Ah! I know of Risk of Rain. I know the first one is Pixels, and the second one is 3D. I have heard of it. I don't know if it's exactly my sound of a jam. I know it's like a 3D roguelite. Which, now that I think about it, I think, how many 3D other roguelikes are there? I think every roguelike that I can think of is 2D. So I guess Risk of Rain 2 is pretty unique. I don't know if it's my crazy kind of game. I might play it sometime in the future, but I kind of like things where I have like active decision making happening all the time. I'm a little afraid that if I play ones that are mostly just fighting, that I'll be so distracted trying to win the fights as opposed to just making decisions that I won't know what to say, you know? I would buy a crocodile. If only my team had more levels so that I could actually make space for one. 4. I will just roll. Chocolate? Yes, but chocolate please. Or a mushroom. Or chocolate. You suck. The game hates me. You can have this, though. Would you go spelunking? I might go spelunking. Spelunky. I've never played Spelunky, which is crazy, because it definitely seems like the sort of game that would fit the genre that I tend to enjoy. So much so that part of me thinks that I probably should already own it in at least my backline of games that I have owned and haven't started, but actually I don't even own it. But yes, Spelunky is definitely more of a concept that could happen, theoretically. You could have this, or you could have grapes. I will wait for grapes. Yes! Champions. Okay, the squad has increased exponentially. We are now the winners of the world. You can scale faster. I really wish one of you guys could just get better faster so that I could switch this man out. It's time! Okay, next turn, we have 3 hearts. That means that by law, the dream is alive. It lives inside all of us. Me, you, all of us. Don't steal my lemon. That's fine. Well, hey, that's a thick 2 of them. Oh, haha. That guy got kicked. Can I kill both your buses with my own buses? Ow. Saucy. A lot of stuff happened that round. Somewhat entertaining. Somewhat sad because I was on the sad part of it. Yes, and yes. Okay. This man can exit my life. Nobody likes you. We could get a tier 6 in here. We could get a tier 6. He'd be getting baby stats because you're not strong. Let's just do this. Go once. Is anything better? Nothing is better. I guess we're doing it. You could be watching Star Wars right now. Star Wars is mid, to be honest. Not a fan. Well, personally speaking, I also don't really watch TV shows, and I'm not technically a fan of Star Wars. In fact, I find myself constantly kind of getting confused between it and the other space thing. I even forget what the other one is called. I want to say Battlestar Galactica. I know that's not the other space thing. It's Star Wars and the other one. God, I can't remember. What's the other space thing that's like equal to Star Wars? It's Star something? Star Trek! Yes! Is that one even big anymore? They haven't made any Star Trek related stuff in forever, right? You could have some stats. Yes, you could. You're actually gone. I was gonna say you, but 5. We're not getting a whole lot out of this poodle anymore. Maybe we ditch the poodle. Poodle? You're only giving 1/1 to everyone? That's kind of stanky, isn't it? Should have ditched that poodle years ago. I am in consideration for the rest of the team. He's not bad. Even just by like a default guy, he's not bad. I could get a second deer. I could bring the poodle back. I could regret my life decisions. I'm gonna not do that though. He can go in the back because I give no craps if he dies, so anti-crocodile technology. In other words, straight up a sacrifice. No, why has everyone got so many healths? With a shrimp? Is the shrimp how you got so many healths? Because that's ridiculous. Ouch. Wait, I still win? Whoa. Star Wars has space magic. That's why everyone loves it. Because of all the space magic you get to do. I would love to have been able to level someone here. I guess you can have this. Is that gonna mess anyone up? I don't know. I haven't seen a ton of summons. And summons are the ones that really get messed up about it. Not a summons. My bus! Now I only get... that's fine actually. I got both of them still. Wow, one day that dinosaur is gonna get more than one triggers. And I can't wait to see the day. No! Okay, we're down to the critical point. Get leveled. Get also. I will buy this if not for a leveled crocodile, and we didn't get a leveled crocodile. I will hold you. I don't think I need you. Thoughts on BD, if you know who that is. I don't, does it have an extended name, or is its name literally those two letters? Donut is crank? No, my snipers. Wait, my snipes didn't even hit your donut. What's the point of the donut? No, you suck. Oh god. Everything unravels so quickly. Wait a second. No! That was so close. We were one hit away from that actually working out. That's insane. 9 wins though. Legit. That was legit. Take the L. No, take that L. Put that L back in your pocket and pull out that W, that fresh shiny W. 9 wins is a win in my book. 9 wins will always be a win. I will keep both of you and gamble. The gamble has paid off. 2 squad is the way if 2 of them are an otter. Let us be, let's see, some sticky personalities. Not even sure what that means. BD is the model, BD1 is the character, and that is the full name. From Star Trek? I haven't seen the movie. I don't know who BD is. What media is this from? All I know today are possums and otters. This would be a waste unless I buy someone else, such as a chipmunk, adorbs. And yes, from Star Wars. No, I don't know like any of the characters from Star Wars. Sadly, I am a nerd only in the video game fashion. I am lacking in terms of anything comic book or stereotypically like quotation marks nerd movies and stuff, which obviously is ridiculous at this point in time because it's like people still like to pretend that Star Wars and stuff is like, oh, only nerds would watch that, but actually it's like such a commonly loved thing, you know? Fake gamer girl because I don't like sci-fi movies that much? Come on. The big gold one. C-3PO. Yes, I know the gold one. He is a British butler, says my brain. If I had to describe him, I think British butler sounds about right, yes? Nobody gets the cake, so we're gonna roll until we waste all of our money. Yes. Oh wow, we're really close to a level 3 otter though. Let's say you, a level 3 otter and 4 bats. Sounds kind of fun. Meat pulls us through. Thank you. Oh, is it gonna give us the win? That meat, quite possibly, completely won it for us. Or that weakness. Or the meat. Or both. No, he wasn't weak. You guys can combine. Level. More health. We will accept one guy who does things, such as a hedgehog. I will accept it. A hedgehog does in fact do things, sometimes. BD is a droid who hangs out on Cal Kasdi's shoulders in the Jedi video games. Oh yeah, okay. I don't know who that is, but you do remind me, a Star Wars game just came out, didn't it? Like yesterday, or 2 days ago, even perhaps. Which is crazy to me, because isn't May the 4th like in a week? I'm just kind of surprised that if they were so close to like Star Wars Day, that they didn't hold it out with the video game for like a few more, like 1 week, just to, I mean, give them a little bit more time to do whatever with it and also come out on May the 4th. Seems like it could have been cool. I would say missed opportunity, but I can only assume that they thought about that and there was a reason they did. So I can't say it was missed, I assume it was a secret possibility that they chose better for. I like him more than everyone else, but I kind of just committed to like half leveling you. So I guess I'll roll a hawk. I'll take a hawk over you. Next turn, if these guys don't level, they're kicked. And if they're kicked, we might as well throw a punch in there. If we're already getting arrested, at least we should make it, you know, like full on. Victor. 5 wins and 4 health, not too shabby. You can have this, because you're so sweet, or because you're bitter and I want you to be more sweet, ergo the thing that I'm feeding you is making you more sweet. The moose used to be cool, and now he's so annoying to use. The most annoying thing about him, you have to commit yourself to like using your entire expanse of money just to do his thing, but also if you don't have enough money to buy something at the end of the turn, but you still want it, like another moose, it's just gone, it sucks. I would replace you for a penguin and 1 Schmied, which will go on the tier 3 in case we get a bison next turn. Would it be samey of me to run a bison immediately after the first one? Well, no, because we didn't win the last one. So the bison's usability counter has not reset yet. It's still up for grabs. Okay, you killed your own deer. Ooh, the deer definitely would be bad against a team who was weakened. And honey, Also appears in the Mandalorian series. Yeah, my favorite YouTuber loves the Mandalorian season, apparently, although he has not watched the newest ones. I have a problem with watching shows in that I'm, like, afraid of committing. I don't know why I just fed this man a pear. I think I saw his, like, stats, and I was like, yeah, you're cool, you can have a pear. Not worth, he's definitely being left soon. But I'm like, I have a hard time committing to things, especially, which is why I have so many games that I've purchased and not played, because like things like Super Auto Pets or roguelikes, you can be like, I'll commit 40 minutes to playing a game, and you can do that without feeling like you've like stopped halfway through something. But plot-based games, you have to be like, I feel like I need at least 2 or 3 hours if I want to actually sit down and get like some progress in here. Similar with TV shows, it just feels like it's like you have to constantly make the decision to commit time to it, and I'm like so bad at wanting to do that. 4, 2, 1, 1. You're halfway leveled, so you get to stay, but you're on thin ice. I'd really like to be able to get rid of you for someone who does, you kind of do things, so here we go. Weird team. I would definitely have to agree with you if you pointed out the fact that our team has no concept, no synergies. Things are just kind of happening, but they're happening with decent stats. Like, he got killed, that was kind of cool. That thing got killed. They're dead. Is it really no synergies if we're winning? Good question. Synergies and winning are not actually things that are connected technically at all, so I would say yeah, it's not synergies at all. How about another dog? What? Is it better than more stats? Maybe. Sure. You know what? Why do we still have this man? I was holding on to you in the name of Bison, but Bison ain't coming. He called ahead of time, and he said that he just can't make it. He's kind of busy. I mean, his mom is visiting, and, like, his dog ran away last week, so if he doesn't go and find it sometime this week, his wife's gonna get real upset, and if that happens, she's gonna leave him. There's, like, a whole escalation of stuff going on, so he just couldn't make it today. Can I be your level 2 deer? Or just dog? Indeed I can. That's the interesting thing about the wolf. The pigs, which is what gets better each time, the pigs don't really get that much better. They just get better enough that you could kill another wolf. Like if you had a wolf via a wolf, a level 2 beats a level 1. I feel like that's the only real benefit of leveling him. Hello, welcome. Would I sell someone just to do the buy sell? I mean, you're not technically... I could buy a new one of you the next time I catch one. You haven't been boosted at all. He's like a sniper that does 5. I guess I've got a lot of snipers. Let's do this. I'll replace him with something that's got like a one-off ability. I'd also buy a pizza. I was really hoping that wouldn't land on the penguin. Kind of rude. Here's the replacement we were all dreaming for. But he's actually, by default, better, so we'll do that instead. And next turn, we have a level 3 bat. Whoa! Our team, which has nothing going on, will have one level 3 that kind of does something. If he goes before the snipers. Hey, well, that's fine. I do think running Falcon, it feels like he should go into the back, or whatever that bird's called. I think Falcon might be the summoning one. Him in front just feels really funny. Peanuts. Units that don't mean anything. 9 wins with 3 health left? What? How is this team? This team looks like trash. And get conjoined, so somebody else can get in here. Like a boar. Oh, that works. Yeah, maybe a little bacon? Feels a little cannibalistic, doesn't it? Is it, like, morally incorrect of me to do this? I think so, but I don't think that there are any cops in the audience. If you are a cop, please make yourself known. I'll give you 5 seconds before I just decide that it's no longer proper for anyone in the audience to be cops. Hey, he lived! Whoa, boar, congratulations, you did something. Why do you have a big pig? Doesn't even have a bee on it. Ooh, stats. Ooh, haha, draws. They never saw it coming. Level 2. Beauteous. I guess we're doing this now, and this is, like, so annoying for the enemy to have to deal with. I would like this on you next turn. You're boosting 2, but if I switched it now, I can't because I don't have enough money. Good point. Good point. Our stats are bad. We have no synergies, but we do have a mushroomed level 2 wolf, and some would say that's like the only unbeatable combination in the entire game. How about stuck on 16 pigs? No, he's in front! Damn it. I was really hoping he'd be behind all the pigs. That was a lot closer than it seemed. I mean, he was still gonna summon, but that was not too bad. Yes? Yes, and yes. Despite the fact that we got everything that technically works for the team on one shop there, I feel like we didn't improve very much. We have 2 health. A sneaky suspicion tells me we're just gonna die every turn from here on out. I think the reason that weird teams like this only get so far is because they seem so bad in the beginning that you, like, it puts you against weak guys for the rest of the team. Oh, this man's gonna summon pigs too. We're lacking in the stats department. We simply did not have enough stats to do literally anything. So you could just not get killed on 1 hit instead. It's probably superior. The problem being that obviously I'm kind of committed to what we have going on right now, so if we're gonna die, we're gonna die. But until we get there, we almost have a level 3 wolf. And now he can't get shanked directly in the heart. He can get shanked in the lungs, followed by a shanking in the heart, but not immediately. No! Unless you do that. Oh, big deer. Ooh, that was spicy. Ooh, okay. What? That was actually a lot closer. If that last unit happened to have not been just that dog, our pigs would have had enough health to actually make it through. Another 9 win, though. Not too shabby. So I was thinking that we could do one more run. This one's going to be a 10 win. I've been saving it up for this grand finale sort of situation. And then I'm probably going to switch over to Bugsnax in like 20 minutes. Because I would like to finish a game. I've started like 3 in recent memories. Lord of the Bananas. Oh, flashback to, what is it, the 2000s middle school random phase that a lot of people went through, in which bananas, avocados, currently pizza, hot dogs, all apparently hilarious. Bacon, the funniest crap in the universe. Just saying the word bagel out of nowhere. Middle schoolers love that shit. You could get a honey, because you're so sweet. You can get a honey again. And I don't really want to give you another one. I could bacon somebody. Somebody could receive a bacon. Such as yourself? Okay. Star Wars, Tim. Tim, it's time for Star Wars. Thank you for reminding him. I kind of forgot, and he's gonna be really upset if he forgets about a Star Wars situation. He needs at least 3 hours a day or he gets cranky. We got our health back, so we're doing grand, despite the fact that we have no wins. You guys can get conjoined, or... yeah, I'm thinking that everyone else kind of sucks, so I guess you don't have to get joined. But we also don't really want to buy anybody else. You can come in. And we hope you don't hit the otter. I hate you and everything that you stand for. Sorry to be dramatic. I feel like that was maybe a little bit dramatic. Honestly, I shouldn't have done it, because if I can join them, it'll give us the level, but not the +1 to 2 people anymore. Can we still win? We can? Whoa! Surprising? I would say not. I would say exactly as planned. Yes? You can actually still do this just well, yes. I didn't really want the shrimp. So I will do this situation. Okay, we have a spider in front, a spider in back. We're gonna freak them out to begin with, and we're gonna kick them off with some sort of like a super bee. I don't want to say super, with a slightly above average bee scenario in the background. I would say get schmacked. I think we're gonna get a little bit schmacked. Whoa, hey there. Whoa, wait. Everyone hold your horses. No! I was very unlikely to function. We could rabbit it. Tim is something in Blend and Blend around based off the word time. Yes, yes, yes. Classic scenario. You can't let a word blender go off without anyone mentioning it, though. Otherwise, how can we not be the sassiest group of folks they ever were? I could do... I was like eggplant, but I was like, no. Silly, silly. Bison! Never when you want it. Always when you least want it, he comes. I'll save you for next turn. If we get 3 otters in our next shop alongside our frozen bison, it would be in bananas, for one thing. And it would also be basically a message from God, I would say. Did that guy not turn into deer, that first one? They had 2 sheep, didn't they? Ooh, we're gonna get hot sniped. Ooh, but spider. Oh, but you're gonna summon 2. Oh, draws. Fair enough. Fair enough on the draws. That's close, and that is something. That's also technically close. You know what? This is the conundrum of the newbie. You should not buy a bison unless you have a level 3 or you are like 1 away. And I'm gonna defy that fact because I like him so much that I really want him to work, but it's so often if you buy him without actually having the ability to use him yet, oh my god, that bee was a lifesaver. That summon, that spider was like an OG spider for the draw. Fool's gold, the bison is. Yes? You wouldn't happen to want to give me, well, that's just better than this, so I will. Yes? No! Ah! 1 more otter. If we don't get the next otter next turn, then the bison is outdated. Even turn 8 is a little late, but it's like the last point in time. It is the maximum point in time at which I will still accept that bison. Okay, we're all a bit spicy now. We got smacked, but that just makes us all the stronger. Nice. I would like to say the bison pulled that one out for us. Because he was looking so fine in the back line. No! I mean, that's cool, but like, yes! We're geniuses. Okay, dilemma. You stay because stats. You just have your own amazing stats. Spider has helped us in the past, but I guess it is time. It's time to get past the things which hold us back, such as owning a spider. If we could- I want to get rid of him, but god, his stats have gone really far. We might be like, way past the point of no return with him at this point. Big otter. Bubbly otter. A beeful otter. A beefy otter. An otter who's been working out a little bit. An otter who's making a change. Get out of here. I guess we'll do 2 for now, and then we'll instantly replace it with a crocodile. Okay, we have a squad who does things. Surprising. Shocking, even. The issue with the penguin, as you might have noticed, is like he's providing stats, but he's providing stats to people I don't like very much, and it's only making them more stick-aroundable and harder to get rid of, which I don't know if in the long term that's good for the team. Feels like he might just be like a short-term sort of cancer scenario where we don't realize the negativity that he's imbuing into the business here. Yeah, well, that is the one thing I could do. If this guy levels, I can ditch you, and then we feel like there's some sort of... Am I gonna use a chocolate on him? I guess I will. So, okay, now your stats are validated because you are my level 3. And what, like you? And I'm like, no, silly. Dog again? We are being very repetitive. I don't want to keep the wolf. The wolf will be departing soon. So everyone kiss him goodbye. He's very cuddly. He's very lovely. I tested him himself. If you kiss him really hard, he probably is going to be cool with it. And then he's going to depart. So it's your last chance. That can't do nothing. You didn't even get rid of my lemon, and it's the only object I basically have. Yes? But I'm not going to get rid of him for any of you people. And I don't want to get rid of him for you. Well, the gorilla's weird because I never choose to use him, but he feels like he could be amazing. You'd have to get leveled to get any stats at this point, though. You can have this. Are any of these people? 4, 5, 1, 4. Technically, give random friends +1/+1 for every 3 attacks it says. Like, he gives more stats per his attack, or he gives more friends +1/+1 per the amount of attack he has. You're not helpful. I'm just gonna pass on this turn. Okay, you want to level? You want to level again? That's a lot of levels to be pumping out on one turn. I don't want to get too far. If we start escalating too quickly, we're gonna reach peak and go against a bunch of people who are like super good, and then how are we gonna get past that? Ooh, mushroom deer. Classic combination, which I love running and hate seeing. Ouch. How about some pigs, though? You won't kill me past my lemon. Lucky duckling. Lucky duckling, I say to the crocodile, who has eaten all of the ducklings. None of y'all are cool, so I guess here's a grape. Grapes are the hottest of jams, though, I will say. I feel like there's not a whole lot of, like, vegetables that are like fun as a snack. It's like, here's some carrots, I'll eat them because of health. But grapes are actually so tasty. I just remember when I was a kid, I almost never ate them because I was like really sensitive to like really sweet things. And they were pretty sweet. But now as an adult, I'm like, worth. Even the grapes, even the green ones, which you think are stinky biscuits. Okay, I'll do this. In this order? Kind of funky, but I like them having lemons. I don't want to commit to not having lemons. And who wants to get leveled? I guess it's you. Technically, we could mushroom the walrus. I don't think it's honestly the coolest thing. It might not even do anything. It could very well use his peanuts on the same guy twice, which would mean nothing. So maybe we should just give you... I haven't seen a weekly with steak in a long time. When was the last time steak existed? Thank God that man died in one hit. Can't say I blame him. I think it was really his time. So here you go. I hope you get to do something with that, and you can have this. And would anyone like this, actually? Maybe you. Okay, our team has changed. Is it better? Who's to say? Maybe the possum was better with lemon, but we're gonna go with this. The bison is actually really close to max, such that if our possum wasn't so cute, I could kick him. But he is so buff that I simply cannot. It would be just an erratic tragedy. That's a lot of deaths. You didn't even kill your own wolf. Your wolf is still alive. Kind of dramatic. Death? Okay. Fine. If you insist. And we have super peanuts on our crocodile. Wow. We still have 5 health and 9 wins. Wow! If we don't get 10 wins with 5 health remaining, I'm gonna cry myself to sleep tonight. You don't need this. Resist the urge to level for no reason. You could have that. Does anyone want this? Not really. Just give stats, I guess. Everyone gets some stats. Here you go. Super beefy. You insist? I mean, I heard you asking for it. You said more meat, and I said, wow, I thought you were vegetarian. Why are you carrying a pepper around? And he's like, the pepper is just for looks. It's for the aesthetic of veganism. But I want the meat. And I said, okay, well, if you insist. See, the problem with a donut is, like, how many random abilities are there? It seems like all the snipers are still shooting the people the description says, so it's not like it's affecting them. Death to death? That was close, though. Only 5 health on that gorilla. He was not too strong. Yes, yes, yes. No. You tricky little bison, sir. No, I shall not. And bison is maxed. Okay, we've got a max. We have 1 and a theoretical peanut. Hey, that possum's bigger than my possum. Hey, you also have a guy in the same position. That's crazy. Here, I thought I was being quirky. Okay, I thought you killed him, and then you did. Well, we have a second one. Joke's on you. Ouch. And we win. Wow. That really goes to show, like, the craziness that is Super Auto Pets. Our first game, we got 1 win and then lost. And we got 1 win and then we died. And then we got 2 9 wins and then a 10 win. That's crazy.